A recent meta-analysis has brought encouraging news for adults over 55, suggesting that a modest, affordable dose of omega-3 fatty acids may have meaningful benefits for mood regulation and cognitive health. This comprehensive review of multiple randomized controlled trials highlights that even low-dose fish oil supplements, accessible for as little as a few dollars per month, can support emotional stability, potentially reduce subclinical depressive symptoms, and provide subtle but measurable protection against cognitive decline. The findings illuminate a practical, low-risk, and scalable approach for older adults seeking to preserve both mental and neurological well-being, and they underscore the growing recognition that nutritional interventions can complement traditional mental health strategies. The meta-analysis compiled data from dozens of studies involving thousands of participants aged 55 and older, analyzing the effects of EPA and DHA-rich fish oil on mood, anxiety, and cognitive performance. The strength of the review lies in its synthesis of diverse populations, from community-dwelling seniors to adults with mild cognitive impairment, and its focus on both subjective measures, self-reported mood scales, sleep quality, and daily emotional stability, as well as objective cognitive tests such as memory recall, attention tasks, and executive function evaluations. By aggregating these results, the researchers could identify consistent trends indicating that even relatively low daily doses, often under 1 gram of combined EPA and DHA, were associated with improvements in emotional regulation and small but significant gains in memory and attention. One of the most compelling aspects of the findings is the effect on emotional stability. Older adults often experience mood fluctuations related to life transitions, physical health changes, and age-related neurochemical shifts. Omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA, have long been understood to influence neurotransmitter systems, including serotonin and dopamine pathways, which regulate mood and reward processing. The meta-analysis confirmed that participants receiving omega-3 supplementation were more likely to report lower irritability, fewer depressive symptoms, and improved stress resilience. Importantly, these benefits were observed even in participants without clinically diagnosed depression, suggesting that omega-3s may act as a preventative measure, supporting stable emotional functioning as part of everyday life. Cognitive outcomes also demonstrated promise. Several studies within the meta-analysis found that omega-3 supplementation improved short-term memory, verbal fluency, and attention span. In some trials, participants taking low-dose fish oil retained sharper recall over 6 to 12 months compared with placebo groups. The mechanisms are biologically plausible. DHA, a key structural component of neuronal membranes, supports synaptic plasticity and communication between neurons, while EPA's anti-inflammatory properties help reduce neuroinflammation that can accelerate cognitive decline. By addressing both structural and biochemical factors, omega-3s appear to provide a dual layer of protection, supporting neural integrity while promoting emotional balance. Safety and accessibility were also emphasized in the review. Unlike prescription medications, fish oil supplements have a long-standing safety record, are generally well-tolerated, and are inexpensive. Mild gastrointestinal discomfort is occasionally reported, but adverse effects are rare, especially at the low doses studied. The cost-effectiveness of the intervention is particularly noteworthy. For a fraction of what a single therapy session or prescription might cost, older adults can incorporate a supplement into their daily routine, gaining potential benefits for both brain and mood health. The meta-analysis also highlights practical lifestyle synergies. While omega-3 supplementation alone produced measurable benefits, combining it with other healthy habits, regular physical activity, cognitive engagement, a Mediterranean-style diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, and adequate sleep amplifies its effects. Older adults who incorporate multiple supportive behaviors may not only experience greater mood stability, but also slow the trajectory of age-related cognitive decline. This integrative approach demonstrates that omega-3 supplementation is not just a standalone intervention but a complement to a broader strategy for sustained mental and neurological wellness. Beyond individual benefits, the public health implications are significant. With aging populations worldwide, accessible interventions that enhance emotional regulation and cognitive resilience could reduce healthcare burden, improve quality of life, and support social engagement among older adults. Seniors who maintain stable mood and cognitive function are more likely to remain independent, participate in community activities, and enjoy meaningful social connections, all of which are critical determinants of long-term health and well-being. The positive takeaway is that omega-3 fatty acids, even in affordable, low-dose capsules, offer a practical, evidence-based option for supporting mental and cognitive health in adults over 55. While they are not a replacement for clinical care in cases of severe depression or diagnosed dementia, the meta-analysis makes it clear that supplementation can be a proactive, low-risk strategy with tangible benefits. It empowers older adults to take concrete steps in preserving both emotional stability and cognitive vitality, reinforcing the principle that small, consistent nutritional interventions can yield meaningful, positive outcomes over time. In sum, this research paints a hopeful and actionable picture. With a simple daily capsule, adults over 55 may enjoy better mood regulation, sharper memory, and greater overall cognitive resilience. Coupled with lifestyle measures, omega-3 supplementation represents a practical, affordable, and scientifically grounded path toward enhanced brain health and emotional well-being, demonstrating that everyday choices can meaningfully shape the aging experience.